Cooking me up, baby. Cooking me up now. Cooking me up. Hello, everybody. Let's screen this one out. Shit. Good way to kick it off. Episode 60 has arrived, and I've rearranged everything in this basement, so it feels very chaotic and strenuous right now, but that's getting with the times. Come on, TV. Do what I tell you to. Holy shit. Oh, it feels good, everybody. Well, happy Tuesday. We're gearing up for a wonderful week, being topped off with the drop of the EP. We have grinded away at it. So me, Kevin McClellan, Nick Hack, and Jordan DeTore are going to be getting in the vans and rolling on down to the south to let those people know what the funk's all about. Things coming on the way. So before we get into anything else, I want to bring in the leader of the Recipe Horn section, a good friend, a moist man, the juice himself, Jason Branscombe. Let's bring him in. Bada bing and holy shit, this is the man, the juice, Jason Branscombe. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well.
No affiliation with OJ, we promise. Actually, do we promise? Do you have any affiliation with OJ Simpson?
Not that I know.
Do your gloves fit often?
I don't know why you're even bringing up. Did I miss something?
It's just a juice reference.
Oh yes.
The OG juice, but you know,
yes,
he
yes.
lost the title
juice.
with the Bronco. It got impounded.
Yep. I watched that chase live.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember
It was
everything
like a
about?
defining moment of like my childhood.
No shit. Where are you at?
Yeah, I don't remember, but it was at a sleepover with David Katz.
Okay.
And somebody else. That was also the night I saw Under Siege 2. Or Under Siege, the first one.
Okay. That sounds like quite the sleepover, dog.
Yeah, I remember that. And then I remember too because we watched when they did the Conviction.
Oh,
that was years later. If I remember right. Yeah.
Wasn't what's the involvement with the Kardashians? Isn't like
he wasn't convicted though. You know, the verdict.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
When the verdict.
Dun dun dun. The truth isn't out yet. We'll find out soon. OJ is on Twitter talking a lot of game though, which is kind of concerning. I don't know why he gets so. Never mind. Let's get off the subject.
I really
go
don't
check out
know
OJ's
that much
Twitter.
about OJ, but I did definitely watch that chase and that trial.
Well, Jason, thanks for coming on the show for a little bit, brother.
Yeah.
You wrote some kick-ass charts, so we'll be tracking a little bit today. But how long have you been leading a horn section? Like, when did you take on that job for the first time as a trombone player?
So the first horn section I think I ever was I was writing stuff for. I was writing charts by hand, and that was a group called Capital Sound, which I think still exists in Columbus. And that was I think my first gig with them ever was we were opening for REO Speedwagon.
No shit.
Yeah, who was definitely past their prime. With no offense to them, or past their height of their career, for sure, by a long shot. But yeah, and that was I'm sure Capital Sound's a great band now. At that point in time, they were definitely just getting started with things. But after that, for the longest time, I was playing with musicians that nobody read sheet music. I mean, this was for many, many years. So,
well, because you're self-taught as well, right?
Yeah, and I was never leading the section too.
Gotcha.
So I started doing that, and then that was gone for like a long, long time.
So as someone that's self-taught, when did you start reading music and getting more into like how to clean up dictation and things like that?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm not self-taught.
Okay.
I would say I'm not schooled.
Gotcha.
I feel like I was taught, apprenticed,
Gotcha.
So yeah, I mean, I was definitely had all sorts of mentors and role models and all sorts of stuff.
Enough guys to sit you down.
Including Chris Keith.
Really?
If we go back to maybe like the first time I played in a band with Chris Keith would have been like 2006.
Okay.
Or 2008.
Well,
Like that.
That explains the way it feels when, like, you've been in many a project together. You know how to shape a sound and to kind of configure together on the fly, which is unfortunately the way we do things mostly in this band with no setup time. But so you met Chris and you were doing that. Well, last time we were at Motor, you were telling me about a band. Well, pretty much just a section that you'd been touring with. There were some older dudes, and I think this was during your P-Funk days, correct?
Well, so the horn players with that band. The first time I actually ever met George would have been with I actually forget the name of the trumpet player, but the saxophone was Nicole Sherburne.
Okay.
But you know the regular guys with that group who are Benny Cowan, Greg Thomas, but the guys that I spent like a time on the road with were Mike Roberts, goes by Snakebite.
Okay.
Still, I mean, one of the best. He was the last saxophone player to play with like Rick James, and so like I did a little bit of the Stone City thing, did a little bit.
You did the Stone City thing?
Yeah, of course, that was after Rick had passed.
Okay,
you know,
word.
And you know, but yeah, I mean, like Oscar was playing bass, and you know, he wrote
That's
a lot
sick.
of those tunes, and he was, you know, but in L.A. Sky, who was still, you know, I did a lot of stuff with those guys with all sorts of like random things. We would play like we did stuff with Al Wilson. We did some stuff with the guy that the Hughes Corporation, Carl Russell.
Okay.
Like Rock the Boat.
Yeah.
Rock the Boat. And yeah, just all sorts of, you know, stuff like that.
So Nicole was the one that introduced you to this kind of realm of what in my mind is funk royalty. Like it's crazy to me that you're with Stone City, you're playing with George, you're doing.
So yeah, well, so no, I actually met George through Foley.
Okay.
He was the guy that did like the lead bass stuff with Miles Davis.
Yeah.
And so you know Nicole was kind of involved with that too. But I met I think Mike Roberts really would have been. I met him playing like, you know, like I mean they were still, you know, this was in the 2000s, but you know like Chitlin Circuit type places, and you know, and with you know, and then we played with a singer up in Columbus, and she was kind of involved. You know, we would, you know, we'd play like gigs opposite Midnight Star and that kind of stuff. And then he had from his days with, you know, Rick, like had a bunch of stuff. So that led to a bunch of connections. In that process, I met, as far as horn players, you know, that's when I met Dean Sims, who's based out of Springfield. He was a trumpet player for the Ohio Players for a while. So he had a lot of those type connections. So as far as horn stuff with the Funketeers, it was all I would say the main three guys would be Mike, L.A. and Dean, you know, that kind of got me involved in various things.
And how long did
and I played way more, countless gigs in just kind of, you know, roadside type places or whatever.
Or like the makeshift sections or whatever it got to be. Mm-hmm. And how long did that period of your life kind of last?
I would say maybe 12 years, something like that.
That's crazy. Yeah. It always shocks me how much time you've been touring, because I never assume you're as old as you actually are. How old are you, Jason?
I'm way younger than Chris.
Yeah, that Chris just walked down and he smells like an old book, man. What's going on with that?
What was the question again?
How old are you?
I'm 40.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is when you're like 20-some?
Yeah, so that would have been like the bulk of that would have been in my 20s.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That's it. It's just such a crazy thing to realize. Like, you know, probably 8 months into knowing you, that you had been around these guys and kind of stepped away from that, you know, mid-30s, and you were doing the Kings thing, or when did you start doing that?
I never really stepped away from that. Well, I guess I stepped away from music altogether for about a year and a half at one point, but but a lot of that, I mean, honestly, is, you know, other just kind of sad circumstantial, either things fell apart or people passed away. And a lot of that stuff ended because just we lost musicians. You know?
Yeah. Well, it's tragic to think about, especially when you talk about someone like Rick, where it's like, you know, the impact made isn't fully realized until you look at what's going on in music right now, and based on all that stuff, it's like I just started to discover Rick James as like a young fan in the last year and a half, and it feels like such a missed opportunity to not get to know what that's like live, to really feel what it's like with the Stone City Band. Just have to watch some of that footage and imagine the pyrotechnics in your face and getting that secondhand glitter life, man. Was there a lot of glitter involved with Stone City when you were there?
Yes, actually.
No shit.
And a lot of leather and, you know, spikes and, you know.
No shit. Were you repping that as well? You still have those outfits?
I do.
When's that going to happen?
I have some of that. I have some of that stuff. I don't have all of that kind of stuff, but I have, with various bands, all sorts of outfits that Yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
I
now
don't
I'm
know.
curious. We'll have a different episode about this. Well, Jason, thanks for coming on for a little bit and chat. We're gonna get into tracking some parts for a new song, but Jason's gonna be leading the section on March 4th for the big crash, everybody. So get excited, get your tickets, and take care. We'll catch you in a few minutes. Cool. That 'tis be the juice with all the flavor and all the liquids that come along with it, my man, my brother. Jason has a very interesting past and a fair amount of leather stage wear, which we will try to get photos for the next episode. But as of right now, it is in the vault. But good things on the way with the live shows, and most importantly, the upcoming Impatient Tour. Like I said, this EP is dropping on Friday, all major streaming platforms. You're getting 2 new bits. Teeter Totter and Operation Funkadelic will be topping off the first EP back to releasing new music. So without further ado, let's talk about some of these tour dates and get excited for these upcoming shows. I got this damn mouse turned upside down. Oh my gosh. All right, with the full band, we're going to be starting off in Asheville, North Carolina at One World Brewing West. This is a phenomenal club with a killer spaceship. That's all I'm going to tell you, but get as much beer as you need. And shout out to Keith. I can't wait to see you, Keith. He told me that's going to be a low of 7 degrees in Asheville that night, which I don't know why you would tell me that shit, Keith, but I am not looking forward to it. All right. The 28th, we're going to be in Aberdeen, North Carolina for the EP release party at the Neon Rooster. And they made a killer video for that shit. So whoever put that together, thank you. Looks real nice. That was awesome. Aberdeen, we're so excited to make our debut. The 29th, we're going to be in Columbia, South Carolina at the Market on Main. Showtime has changed to 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock. And then, is the Bengals game? No, the Bengals game is on Saturday. So on the 30th, to watch the Bungles do the thing, we're going to be in Nashville, Tennessee, playing at Alley Taps at 6 p.m. The 24th of February, we're going to be in Maumee, Ohio at the Village Idiot. The 25th, we're going to be at Coda. Oh, no, the 25th, we're going to be at Seabar's Euclid Tavern in Cleveland, Ohio. On the 26th, we're going to be at Coda Tremont. March 25th, we're going to be making our debut in Arlington in the D.C. area. I can't wait to see some of the homies out there. Liam, I'm going to put you in a box and ship you out there for Josie's recipientance. I don't know if that's a word. Moving on. And on the 21st of April, we're going to be in Indianapolis, Indiana at the Tin Roof. Let's talk about the acoustic dates, which were oh so wonderful. We had a good time up in northern Ohio. We were at Howard's on Thursday night. Then we went and played the Village Idiot on Saturday. Then we went back to Howard's for some of that strange shit. What was the name of that drunk guy you met at the end of the night?
Connor, man.
Connor.
I hope Connor's doing well.
Connor, we wish you the best of Pedialites. We hope you found your way home. And we're glad that you made your debut at Howard's with us. It was a very odd situation, but you were welcomed with open arms, brother. Okay, on the 19th of February, I'm going to be at Little Miami Brewing Company for the first time in their event center, opening up for a dude from The Voice. I still know his name. I wrote it down the other day. I can't believe this shit. But get tickets to that. It's going to be awesome. The 16th of March, I'm going to be in Indianapolis, Indiana at the Tin Roof at 9 p.m. with Tommy Lee. It's been officially announced. We got this shit locked. And then the 17th, St. Patty's Day. We're going to be, we got to change that, in Louisville, Kentucky, at 5 p.m. So, Louisville, get ready to get Irish, and we're going to get silly on that stage. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, the EP drops on Friday. We've received so much love for Impatient. We've had so many homies dropping on the playlist, so we're giving you more of that goodness. Your favorite songs about illicit activities in your local public parks, and also the dedication to the beautiful men of Parliament, Bootsy, George, Catfish, and all the other Funketeers. It is a good time to be alive, and it's a good time to update your subscriptions if you've recently fallen off that train. Okay, let's get to it, everybody. Thanks for tuning in for episode 60 of The Wave. I love you. Holy shit.